Hello, my name is Brad Spence, and this is part 4 of my Pyrrhus of Epirus video. Enjoy. In 274 BC, Pyrrhus returned to Epirus with 8,000 infantry and 500 cavalry, leaving behind his younger son Helenus and his trusted general Melon. And when he landed in Epirus, he raided Macedonia due to being short on cash. After taking a large number of cities, Macedonian soldiers started defecting to Pyrrhus' side. Soon Pyrrhus captured most of Macedonia and all of Thessaly, with Antigonus only having Macedonia's coastal cities, central Greece, and the Peloponnese. Pyrrhus, now wanting to restore Alexander the Great's empire, decided to take Greece from Antigonus. He summoned Helenus, Melon, and a large number of his forces back to Greece, but Melon stayed in Tarentum. Taking his son Ptolemy and Helenus, Pyrrhus crossed into the Peloponnese with 25,000 infantry, 2,000 cavalry, and 24 elephants, and claimed to liberate the cities from Antigonus, and he was greeted with great enthusiasm. While he was in Megalopolis, he met a Spartan emissary who had Cleomenes of Sparta, the son of King Cleomenes II, who had been barred from the Spartan throne due to his violent temper. He asked Pyrrhus to put him on the Spartan throne, which he agreed to do, and marched his army to Sparta. In the spring of 272 BC, the Spartan army under the command of King Pyrrhus I was campaigning in Crete, leaving Sparta undefended. So when Pyrrhus arrived in the city's outskirts, he decided to camp for the night. During the night, the Spartan women and old men built a trench parallel to Pyrrhus' camp to hamper the enemy advance and dug in wagons at the other end. Ptolemy, with 2,000 Gauls and Chalonians, tried to dig out the wagons but failed due to the Spartans attacking them. On the second day, Pyrrhus' men managed to fill in the trench and managed to get through the wagons, with Pyrrhus leading the charge, but got wounded by a Cretan arrow, and his companions were thrown into confusion, and this allowed the Spartans to rally and launch a barrage of missiles which killed many of Pyrrhus' companions, but they were able to rescue Pyrrhus and return him back to friendly lines. When the Spartan reinforcements arrived, Pyrrhus had to conduct a fighting retreat to Argos. During the retreat, King Pyrrhus ambushed Pyrrhus' army and cut off Pyrrhus' rearguard, so he ordered his son Ptolemy to take the companions to rescue the rearguard, but during the rescue, Ptolemy was killed during the rescue, and when he was told about his son's death, he charged the Spartan line, driving them away. When Pyrrhus set up camp at Napola, he sent a herald to Antigonus, and he told Antigonus that Pyrrhus challenged him to a duel, which he declined. Pyrrhus arrived at Argos at night when pro-Pyrrhus citizens opened the gates, but when the elephants got stuck on the gate and when they tried to get the elephants unstuck, the alarm was raised and Pyrrhus's forces in the city, which were Gauls, were attacked by Antigonus's forces. As dawn came, Pyrrhus entered the city and ordered the retreat, but the gate was blocked by a wounded elephant, and during this confusion, Pyrrhus' son Helenus attempted to help his father by bringing the rest of the elephants and his best troops, which caused more confusion. Pyrrhus, seeing he was trapped, removed his diadem and swapped his helmet for a helmet from one of his companions and plunged straight into the enemy ranks, where Pyrrhus was wounded by a soldier named Argive with his spear, and when Pyrrhus was about to kill Argive, he was hit on the neck by a roof tile, which was thrown by Argive's mother, who was watching the battle on the rooftop. Stunned, Pyrrhus fell off his horse, and before he could recover, a soldier named Zipporus hacked off his head, thus ending the great king's life. After the battle, Antigonus, seeing Pyrrhus' headless body, was shocked at such barbarity towards a fellow monarch, so he ordered Pyrrhus' body to be cremated in the city's marketplace and ordered a monument to be placed where the pyre had been. The monument was made out of white marble with carved reliefs of elephants and other instruments of war. Antigonus would take command of Pyrrhus' now leader's army and sent Pyrrhus' son Helenus back to Epirus as he reunited Macedonia. In Tarentum, when the city heard of Pyrrhus' death, the city revolted and sent an envoy to Rome, asking the Romans to free them from the Epirites. The Epirate garrison in Tarentum, they asked the Romans for safe passage for them to return to Epirus, which was granted, and they handed over the city to the Romans, where the city handed over its arms and ships to the Romans, demolished the city walls, and agreed to pay tribute to Rome. That brings us to an end of my Pyrrhus of Epirus series. If you like this video, like and subscribe. See you next time.